Hey guys, New727 here, and today we are doing gameplay of Monster Hunter Freedom Unite for the iOS. This is the Japanese version. I know the titles are different, but I actually don't know what the title is offhand. It's like Monster Hunter Freedom 2G or some shit. So we're doing gameplay of this on the Ipod Touch 5th generation. I am doing two parts of this video here. One is going to be a direct feed, and I'm doing this off-screen footage to show you guys how the game performs, which it performs very well. What you're seeing here is how the game runs throughout, even when you're in a hunt. But I didn't want to do a total off-screen gameplay because I typically use my iPod to record the game, so the way I'm recording is kind of awkward. But we're going to go right to the direct feed gameplay, so let's get to that. Alright, so now we're at the direct feed gameplay we have here. Now, before we get really into this, I also want to say I don't know any Japanese whatsoever. I have absolutely no idea what any of this says. I am purely guessing what it does and where it's taking me. So bear with me on that. I didn't play a whole hell of a lot of Monster Hunter, but I can say that the controls on this aren't too bad, but you will also see me in the video here kind of fumble with them a little bit, so again, bear with me on that as well. What's there to say on this? I'm using a reflector to record, and the reason I did the intro as an off-screen, so you can see how the game runs, because reflector, unless you have a really good internet connection, it runs a little iffy. But I can say that the game runs very good from what I've played of it so far. No lag whatsoever. I haven't done any really big hunts yet, but I've done a lot of the tutorial stuff, and it all performs very, very well. I would assume it probably holds up even when you get into some of the bigger situations there for the most part, considering there's absolutely no drop in frame rate or anything like that, which is good. Because it's pretty crazy to see a big game like this running really good on the little slant of glass that an Ipod Touch 5th generation is, which is, it's awesome. I guess I'll get down to the controls. The controls aren't bad. I mean, they're definitely not as good as it could be with, a physical, analog sticks or what have you. I do know the game supports joysticks, or whatever you want to call them there, for iOS. I don't have one. I'm using the touchscreen controls, which they're a little iffy, but they work. They're really not as bad as you'd think they'd be. A few times here you'll see me, I'm trying to figure out how to get the lock-on to work, which I wasn't able to figure that out. I don't really know why. I don't know how it works exactly. Again, I don't understand Japanese, so I can't tell what any of the instructions say, but I was able to get into a hunt, so there's that. The graphics are way better than they are on the PSP version, pointing that out just because, people would probably be interested in that. It's not a big deal because it's an older game and you wouldn't really expect it to have really, really good graphics anyway, but they are much better, even on the Ipod Touch 5th generation that I'm playing it on. Yeah, so from what I can tell, it's all there. I haven't played the online mode that has apparently been added because I don't know how to get to it. I would assume if you played Monster Hunter Freedom Unite on, like, another device, like, in English, you could probably navigate this no problem. It's probably way easier when you know what everything is supposed to be, but I didn't play a whole hell of a lot of Monster Hunter. I really like the games, I just never really sat down and put a lot of time into them. I put a bit, I logged a bit of hours into Freedom Unite on the Vita, but I didn't do anything too ridiculous with it there. And this is one of the tutorial hunts, I believe. I think. I don't know what the runes there say. I assume something about kill these raptor-looking things here. I don't remember what they're called at all. So, that's what we're doing here. What else was there? There was something else I wanted to mention, but now I can't remember what the hell it was, as usual. Once the English version comes out, I'll do more gameplay of this, do some more off-screen so you can see how the game performs a bit more. But again, from what I've played of it so far in the Japanese version, it runs just fine. Actually, pretty surprisingly well. Again, I would have to assume it holds up for the most part, even when there's more things going on screen, given how well it runs. Just in these, oh god, smaller hunts here. I still have somewhat of a cold, bear with me. There's a lot of things you gotta bear with me on when you watch my videos. You gotta be in it for the long haul, people. So I'll probably even do more of the Japanese version when I can figure out more to say about it. I mean, it's Monster Hunter. It's all there from what I can tell. There doesn't seem to be anything cut out. There's no in-app purchases from what I can tell. Again, I don't understand Japanese, so there could be something hidden in there that I can't read. But from what I can tell, it's not taking hundreds of dollars from my bank account and what have you. So there is that. Again, I will need to say this to point it out because I know a lot of people are worried about that. The controls really aren't bad. The way I was playing it, kind of fumbling with it a little bit. I haven't really played too much of it, so I wasn't really, what's the word, too down with the controls yet. But from what I've used them, they're actually pretty good. The only thing that was kind of a pain in the ass is I was using a bow at one point, and that was not very enjoyable. But I would assume after playing it for a while, it's probably pretty easy to get a hold of. But we're coming to the end of the video here, so I'm going to cut it here. I'm going to do more footage of this in the future, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. Sorry, once more, I didn't have my shit together with the commentary. I'll come back and give you guys a more in-depth description of the game at a later date. I just wanted to get this video out there now. So, yeah, stay tuned for more.